Well, hello and happy solstice, everybody. We are here for the love of dragons because we love them. And here, I'm just going to feel like letting loose here. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had to add some extra lighting. I had to kennel some dogs. And for some reason, I don't know if you can tell here, I'm vertical instead of horizontal. Played with it for a few minutes, had to readjust the tripod here that holds it, because it just was not going to let me go horizontal. Every time I flipped the phone, I would have been sideways too, guys. So hopefully I am upright and we are a go, and it's okay. It'll just look odd on the replay screen. It'll be a box with this weird upright thing, but none of that matters because we are gathering here today, and I'm so excited to see everybody hopping on. Making an event, I guess, changes things, and I also was able to notify through Instagram, so I'm hoping that a lot of people found out about it today. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. Good to see you guys. Pina and Pam and Jennifer and Jamie and Trish and Tracy. We've already got 15 and we're just getting started. We're just opening. So excited. We've got Argentina in the house. Hi, Giselle and Trish. We've got Canada. We've got Evelyn and UK. Wow, this is exciting. So I'm going to let it keep building. I'm going to talk for just a couple of minutes, and then we will go into a meditation together. I want to give everybody a chance to hop on that wanted to, and just talk a little bit about today's energy. So stepping back to all of the December solstices back to 2020. This is the culmination of some big energies that started back then. And this summer, I told you I got the information from the summer solstice in June or was summer for us, the June solstice, that we had passed the full opening of the doorway. And if you recall, I described it as like from December 2012, we had this opening, this 7.5 years to June 3 years ago, so June 2020 to June 2023, and then now we've got 7.5 years going out to 2030 in December. That it was a full 18-year cycle, and that was where, all right, the gateway is starting to close. So there's still opportunity, but things are starting to really shift, and we're really moving forward quickly. Now, on the 8th of August, after that June solstice, was when a full activation happened where 5D is now fully available. The veil was dropped. Tiamat, as the guardianship of Gaia, she let loose. She's like, all right, my girl's ready to birth. She's on her own. Here she goes. And so that energy started shifting. And what was interesting about that time is that I started being called just before that to get another group together. So we had the Quantum Flight program. It was an amazing, phenomenal group, and many of them are on here, seen some of them. And that has culminated now in what their whole theme, and I've talked about this a couple of times, was completion and cohesion. They're the completion team, there's cohesion happening, and what does that really mean? It means that today, and for these 72 hours from, I guess, 36 hours before and 36 hours after, they told me this morning it's about a 72-hour window, that we're going to really feel this culmination of energies, both within our individual spheres on a micro level, for Gaia on a macro level, and then on the cosmic and universal and multiverse levels as well, where the interdimensional spheres, or maybe our own incarnational spheres within the earth plane, that we can look upon as like past lives with here for us. But Gaia, all of her interdimensional spheres are like her past lives, whether it's Middle Earth, where the cities of light reside, Deep Earth, some of the other experiential, the Lemurian sphere, the Atlantean sphere, all these places that coexist within her, but don't necessarily coexist with each other. That there is interdimensional travel between them from some levels, but from our level, we've been closed off. It's been veiled off. We've had to be separated to have the full 3D, like drop down base level experience. And now that we're raising back up and have gotten to a certain level vibrationally, and Gaia's ready to go full 5D, that means cohesion has to happen, that all of those interdimensional spheres have to come together. Hello, Sean. So excited you're here. And Ingor. All right. And Jacqueline. Nice to see everybody. Yeah, we're building. We're at 28, which you guys know is a magical number for me. So that told me like, oh, we're about to start. All right. So with that happening, just pay attention to how that feels for you. What does cohesion in all of your bodies coming together feel like for you? Does it open up your telepathic body more? Does it allow you to hold and anchor more light? I feel like all of those are crucial, and they're just reminding me. I had a lucid dream last night, which I don't have them very often, so I really pay attention to them. But consistently on solstices, I have had the dream. This dream was particularly of a huge tsunami coming in, and there was all kinds of stuff happening. I'm almost always on an island where I'm trying to get to a high place. But what they were showing me with all that was playing out was how it was connected to my own spheres and memories from different incarnational aspects coming together, but that the tsunami representation was really about the tsunami of light, that we're now finally, the wave is coming up on the beach. We've had this, that's sort of been a backdrop metaphor for years that my guides have used, of this army of light that's riding the crest of the wave, and to see all the light warriors in the white surf as it's breaking towards the beach, and it's dragon, wingtip, all stretched out along the crest of the wave. And as it rolls forward, you start to see all of the other light beings in, around, and under the wings and along and between them, and that we're just finally hitting the beach, coming up on shore, and letting that tidal wave of light really hit the planet. So let's see where this goes. Hello, Linda. Hello, Nadia. You remember Cynthia? Good to see everybody. We're up to 35 now, and it keeps crawling up. So I'm going to let them join in as I dive in. If you guys have never done a meditation with me before, just open and breathe. I'll guide you through it. But the dragons work really, really quickly, as many of you know, and the energetic piece that comes from it, the energetic pieces, I should say, not peace like P-A, like calmness, the pieces that come forward from it are going to hit, I don't like the term hard and fast because that feels like it's going to be a jolt. They're going to come in very, very strong. Let's call it that. And fast. They are expedient. The dragons work very expediently. So we're not going to be in meditation for 45 minutes. It'll probably be 15 to 20, and that's boom, all they need to trigger, open, and activate the next pieces for you. So knowing we've done meditations before with activating our crystalline aspects, I'm curious to see where this goes and how all those new, the quantum flight, that was my biggest group yet, combined with my previous quantum flight groups and the way the Dragonheart groups, those that have been ongoing with me have a configuration of 44 of us Dragonhearts activated, open, living it, coming together tonight at the actual solstice time. It's 7:27 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. Wherever you are, you might be asleep. You might just set the intention to tune into that energetically during your sleep state. You can catch it tomorrow, and you don't have to be on the call with us live to tune in, intentionally connect into it, and feel the energy expansion from that, because any of you that join in adds a like a circular layer around the activation that's happening. It's a huge, very complex geometry with 4 layers, 3 spheres. It's incredible. And to see this unfolding of literally the last 7 years work that I've been engrossed in coming to fruition with this, I would have never seen it or expected it. And it's brilliant beyond words of what's come through and what's happening. So excited for that. Tune into it later, and let's dive in now, setting the stage for that energetically. And all of you that are here in my Dragon family, hello Marlene and Jackie. Yes, Marlene, great build up this year indeed, as Marlene has been a part of that too, and now moving into her own project with the earth and activating those 5D chakras around the globe. I know we'll have some more work to do together if you didn't catch her last one. All right. Bringing the energy into the heart space. Let's just move into an open. allowing this group sphere to expand around you so that you become aware of your sphere, where you sit within relation to Gaia, and where you start to feel the other dragons that are part of this, whether they're on the live call right now or part of the sphere of those that will catch it on the playback. They're all already connected in. Your energy body is always present where you need to be. Soul level connections always in there, because we work outside of time and space. So allowing that to open up, feeling all of the orbs, all of the spheres of all the other beings of this dragon family that has come together. And all the hearts starting to open and glow with their own brilliant crystalline light. It's got a beautiful golden shimmer to it, with that divine light starting to move in and through the sphere, through each of us. As I tune into and feel the dragons that are presenting for this. And wow, this is exciting. The Arcturians are stepping in, and they haven't shown up even too often in my program groups. So the few times they have, it's always a blessing. Feel them. They come in. Wow, they're coming in like a parade. This is interesting. They are showing up in droves, coming to bring. There's a beautiful. They carry a rose gold energy. So the majority of the Arcturian dragons are a rose gold frequency, or a diminutive thereof. So there's an underlying rose gold toning energetically within it. And they're literally, it's like, for me, watching them come in as a rose gold, I'm going to call it a rose gold carpet, because it's not a red carpet, but it's that same kind of entry where they're marching in, presenting. And whew, my whole body's beginning to tingle with this. So just open your heart and allow yourself to connect and hear and feel the Arcturian dragons entering the sphere. You might hear what's almost like trumpet calls. There's resounding clarion calls, as if there were trumpets being blown through the ethers coming in. And this is really setting the stage for, yes, what's happening later tonight. But it's like opening the gate. Let the parade begin. Let the party, let the celebration begin. As you feel those rose gold frequencies begin to just open and extend, not just through the sphere, but starting to encompass around you. And feeling this host of rose gold dragons as they take sentinel positions around the sphere in key positions that will then allow them to interact with you. And even as I say that, you might feel as if there's rose gold sentinel dragons standing in specific positions around the sphere, and you're being asked to stay where you are and allow an approach of energy into your field like waves coming up on your shores as they send their breath out in rose gold waves throughout the sphere. And just become aware of the patterns that this breath, this beautiful rose gold breath, is beginning to scribe into the spaces around you. Feeling it trigger and open what they're calling like the brain capsule, the mental body. Let's call it a limiter. So if they're trying to penetrate and open and soften, allowing the mental body to let go of its hold, its need for control, so that it can receive and open to allow itself to shift, opening to its full telepathic capacity, Feeling pressure through the top of the head, across the back of the head. Wherever that penetration of that energy needs to go in the spaces where your mental body is anchored. Minar Nayarandehe Mangaar Mialashahai Biashor Mialaigata Bor Kienalahaita Bashkao Mialai Dandegar Miataishata Kur Yenalhakate Bandau Gyainhash Angar She. Let that light language add to the waves moving across and penetrating your field as it opens and decodes part of that which has anchored you in 3D, part of that which has held you captive in 3D, allowing the bonds to be broken, to realign, even feeling yourself lifted vibrationally as if your feet are coming off the ground and you're rising up into a different vibrational field, supported by this breath of rose gold waves coming from the Arcturus dragons. Now moving in amongst the sentinels that are holding position. These beautiful golden etheric dragons are moving into the space. They're like a golden shimmering light, not fully taking form. They're the golden essence within the rose gold framework. They are sending an emissary to each of you to stand directly in front of you and breathe with you, and to commune through your specific light language, your dialect. Let it come and flow through you as they communicate, to open your heart to levels you have not imagined before. And yet that your heart knows implicitly as its core blueprint. Body's feeling to move or position itself in specific ways. Allow it to as they realign and open. Your coding, your blueprint to a greater alignment with its original design. The blueprint held at the highest potential field of your human format. Letting the energies begin to weave together. as if anchoring you in a new vibrational state, a closer match to that blueprint. Allow this golden shimmering dragon that's before you to touch or breathe into or share with you what insight you need to maintain and hold this pattern. What do you need to let go of? Yai naga iu yai naga. As the dragon touches or breathes into your forehead, and then into your heart, and then into your power center. Feel them begin to spin and rotate together like three spheres coming into union. Allow yourself to feel your own dragon essence, the fullness of your light body, if you be dragon. Or the format of your body, if you are other than dragon. Let it anchor in to a full connection between your human aspect and your full soul level aspect. The highest blueprint of your human, and the divine source energy of your soul. You can feel both, recognize both. Maybe you feel in your wings or your tail for the first time. Maybe you've felt those before, but never before felt the lineage that you be, the vibrational ray that you extend from. As you feel the golden shimmering dragon, step back and move away. The sentinels are still present around you. You feel your own essence, your own energy field expanding, stepping into the fullness of your true size, letting yourself recognize it. Again, possibly for the first time. And not be afraid of it if it's bigger than you perceived or imagined possible. Now perceiving the movement of energy above in the top of the sphere as a host of crystal rainbow and diamond rainbow dragons move in a spiral formation, bringing crystal and diamond frequencies in like stardust. Let yourself receive and absorb those that you're ready for. Breathe them all the way down into your physical cells. Letting the carbon within your cells be activated towards silica, towards its crystalline form. Feel the body scintillate and light up as it does so. As it reaches all the way to the physical, tuning in and feeling the shift vibrationally in your mental, emotional, and energy bodies. As you realize it has shimmered its way down through each of them. Allowing yourself to stay in that expanded state, to hold it as many moments strung together as possible, returning to it as often as possible. Sending a wave of gratitude from the heart out to the rose gold Arcturian dragons. As you feel them too begin to recede and pull out of the sphere, taking up positions not as sentinels, but as part of this celebration with us. As we and Gaia begin to move into direct and constant cohesion with the quantum field, the fifth dimensional realm that we are creating as the new earth field. So I encourage you to hold that and re-listen to it as many times as you feel to, for as long as you can. The more moments we string together, the more consistently we stay in that field. So I want to thank you, and I find it fascinating that every time that I open my eyes in the middle of the meditation, we were at somewhere around 44 on screen. It kept going back to 44, which I find a fascinating mirror to what will be unfolding tonight with a different 44. Some that are crossover here, but wow. Thank you for being here and being part of this dragon family. Yes, Giselle, 44 again. This will be it for this week's live. I will wish you all a wonderful holiday for those that celebrate Christmas, those that completed Hanukkah and are celebrating any other ways throughout the world. And I will see you sometime next week to wrap this up. I hope this was expansive and enjoyable for you. I'm so grateful that you were able to join in today, and sending you many, many giant dragon hugs from my dragon heart to yours. It has been an incredible, it's hard to believe it's 6.5 to 7 years of doing this and being able to live in the realm of the dragons and working in this way and being supported by it and by you for this incredible length of time in this journey as it continues to shift and expand. I'm so grateful you've been here. So wishing you beautiful, and we'll see you next week before the new year turns. All right, bye for now, everybody.